Apologize for the mess, but we are here back again. Lazarus episode 7. Again, we start this episode off with an opening. Cutting back in, we find out that Axel is 23 and so is Doug, as well as Leyland being 16, which in itself is pretty questionable since that's like child labor. Watching a newscast, we find out that the North Pole is gone, coming to find out that Skinner called this out 3 years ago. Now instead of being mad, they're treating him like a prophet. Aftermath of the church raid, nothing was found. We go back and watch an old video of Skinner, and they find this quote about a seventh trumpet, which is a reference in the Bible where there is 6 calls and then the seventh's like the end. So basically, final judgment. There's these mysterious people getting on a boat. Coming back to our team, we find some type of cipher, which are some type of numbers that end up being coordinates. Once put into the computer, it marks 4 spots in the ocean. In these ocean spots used to be islands. The team thinks maybe Skinner's hiding on one of these coordinates. The mysterious team has took the boat to the ocean finally. And to come back to Lazarus, everyone goes to get their own boat. Everyone being on the lookout. Finally, they start to dive down into it. It's really beautiful getting to see this sunken city. And when Axel comes back up from diving, we find something out. He has his tour guide and he has his place on his face. He tells Axel, hey, I can't feel pain. And that's where we find out he is actually from the sunken city, and everyone there had this disease that prevented them from feeling any type of pain. Realization comes up that Skinner bought this same exact island 15 years ago. And one of the biggest things on top of this, these people have never used Hopna. We do get another Skinner lead. He has ties to this closed hog institute. Now we gotta figure out who he worked with. That's where Elena finds some shocking information. The doctor that actually brought Lazarus together is one of the people that Skinner worked with at this institute. As Christine is walking around, someone calls it her one of the females off that random boat, and they call her by a name we've never heard, Alexandria. That's where we end. Okay, Lazarus, I see you. I see what you got going on. I respect it. You've slowly climbed up the ladder. You started off kind of slow, kind of confusing. I didn't know where we were going to end up landing. Is this anime mid? Yeah, it's mid, but I feel like this is a little step above Ninja Kumi, even though I will say it, I liked what Ninja Kumi had going on. I was feeling that. This one, you like action, you're just into actions, you like women. They throw that to you. I mean, they have to pull the cards of all generic action type of animes, and I guess you could say movies. We have this like mystery, but I kind of hate how they keep going on these pathways of clues just to find nothing, and it just feels like everything up to even now felt like nothing. Our characters, I guess we're getting backstories, but what does that do for us if the plot's going nowhere? That's the biggest question. But even with that, I really thought that Sunken City was beautiful. The music, it's actually pretty decent. It's got the quality, but the story, unfortunately, is missing those qualities. It's missing those qualities. And I feel like that's the bad thing about these originals that don't come from source material. You have to kind of think of it on the spot. But at the same time, anything can go. And where anything can go, you can do a lot more. So I'm going to say this is an 8.4. That's my rating. I feel like that's fair enough. So what your guys' thoughts are on episode 7. Hope you stay safe. Until next time, peace out.